Hey, it's Kyle here, and today I'll be reviewing the newest book in the High Republic series, Defy the Storm by Tessa Gratton and Justina Ireland. If you're not familiar with the Star Wars High Republic series, this review is probably not for you because this book is really deep into the series, but if you're interested in learning more, I've done a lot of videos with the High Republic series on this channel. Very cool series of books, comics, all sorts of stuff. So I definitely would encourage you to check out the High Republic if you're into Star Wars. With that being said, let's get talking about Defy the Storm, which is the first YA book of Phase 3 of the High Republic series. Overall, this wasn't really one of my favorite books of the High Republic series. This might be my least favorite of the YA books in the series so far, which I've really been loving the YA books. In some cases, I've preferred the YA books over the adult novels, but this one just didn't do it for me. I think part of the reason why, and this is just more of a personal thing, but the main characters that were the focus of this storyline were just not characters I'd really connected with in the earlier books of the High Republic series. So I just wasn't really as interested in those characters as the driving force behind the story. In fact, I would say the first half of the book, I just wasn't in it at all. Second half of the book, I enjoyed more because the action picked up more, and then also a couple of the characters that maybe I enjoy a little bit more became a little bit bigger part of the storyline in the second half of the book, so that helped my enjoyment. But overall, like I said, not my favorite. Briefly kind of touch on it, the kind of plot. Basically, where the characters, the focus of this is Avon, Jordana, Xylon Graf, and then Vernesta Rowe is kind of a secondary character. And Vernesta's kind of one, is one of my favorite characters. In the first half of the book, she doesn't have a whole lot to do. Second half of the book, they give her a little bit more of a storyline. That's part of the reason why I started enjoying the second half of the book a lot more. Avon and Xylon, sorry, I'm trying to pronounce this. Those were not two characters I really got that into in the earlier works of the High Republic series, and the book really revolves around them a lot. So I think that's part of the reason this story just didn't connect for me. Probably the main characters one I enjoyed the most was Jordana, which was a character, wasn't one of my favorites of the earlier books, but I don't think I really had a dislike for the character either. And I really enjoyed her storyline and how it developed. So that part was probably my favorite part of the book. That and when Vernesta becomes more involved with the storyline and she's kind of finding her way back to the Jedi Order. The one story development that I did find very interesting is we get a look at a moon that's been basically being destroyed by the same way that the Nameless, who have been attacking and killing Jedi, have, but this is happening to an entire moon and we don't know what's happening. It's just kind of like calcifying. A character's hand is touched by it and the hand basically instantly becomes infected and they have to cut it off to stop the spread of the infection. I'm very interested in learning more about that storyline because I think that's definitely going to up the stakes a lot for Phase 3 of the High Republic series. I think one way to kind of show how this story just wasn't for me, one of the moments of the book I found the most interesting was the epilogue for the book, which had really nothing to do with the overall storyline. It's clearly just kind of setting up what's happening next. And that, 4 or 5 pages of that, I found absolutely amazing. I don't want to really touch on what happens in that epilogue any if you haven't read the book yet, because I think it's a really cool surprise, and I don't want to ruin that surprise because it is a really awesome moment, at least in my mind. So overall, I'd say if you're really into the High Republic and you've been trying to read every book, I would say, definitely pick this one up. But if you're one of the readers of the High Republic series that have been kind of picking and choosing and just doing a few books here, a few books there, maybe you've only been doing the adult novels and only pick up the other, the YA books if you hear really good reviews, I think you can maybe skip this one because it also doesn't really seem like this one has as big of impact in the overall plot as some of the other YA books does. It seems like this one's more of a character development thing. I'm not sure how much these characters will play in the adult novels. So that's my review of Defy the Storm. Let me know what did you think of this book if you read it. And I'm kind of curious, what's your favorite character in the High Republic series so far? Let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this review, please hit that like button. If you haven't yet, please subscribe to the channel. I'd really appreciate the support. Thanks for watching. I'll see you the next time. And may the Force be with you.